I'd never been artistic at school. I'd never pursued it with any enthusiasm at school, to be honest. So it was pretty hidden deep down, I would say. But we had somewhere, when our children were really quite little, we had charcoal drawings of them done by this very talented and now actually very highly sought after artist, although he wasn't then. And curiously enough, actually, he had been a lawyer that had a nasty motorbike accident and then decided that a near-death experience was enough to take him away from law. And anyway, Cara, my wife, discovered that he'd set up this art school. And as I was coming up to retirement, well, actually, let me go back a bit, because my retirement was not an off-the-cliff retirement. I stopped being a partner in my law firm in the city about 10 years ago now, but they gave me an alternative role, which was, I can't remember, 2 or 3 days a week. So it was quite a gentle wind down, and that lasted for a couple of years. And so, as I say, my wife said to me, well, what are you going to do for the other 2 days? On the basis that she probably didn't want to have me around asking what was for lunch and stepping on her toes. So she told me about this school, and I was absolutely petrified. I said, well, I don't know how to draw or paint. I've never done it. And she said, well, go along, because 1 or 2 chums have done it, and see what it's like. So I did, with some trepidation, I have to say. And it was initially quite scary, but on the other hand, it was a very good experience, because they did start you from nothing. I mean, literally the first lesson was learning to draw straight lines in charcoal on a piece of paper. And it progressed from there. And it was a very, very structured course. They take you step by step by step. And a lot of it is charcoal to start with, drawing bricks to get the proportions right. Then you move on to plaster casts, work out what shadows are. Eventually they let you loose on paint, and you paint figures and portraits and so on. So that was it. And I did it for initially half a day a week. And then after about 3 terms, because they work on school terms, I thought, this is rather fun. I'll move up to a day a week. And then I subsequently went to 2 days a week. And it was and still is a fantastic release, because it's something completely different from what I'm used to. It's with people who are completely different, mainly people who are younger than me, and some of whom are very talented. So it was nice being in that sort of creative environment. And yeah, it just sort of took off, and it's almost like a little club now. You go back and you slot into the painting mode, and away you go.